your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Mets.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Ooh, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Tom Seaver will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, everybody knows who this guy is. Last year, he was the Cy Young Award winner. He's got electric stuff, and I just love watching how he goes about his business. He gets himself ready for every start, and he has a game plan. I'm curious to see how he's going to attack this lineup today with the game plan he's put together. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Mets. And I'm looking down there at the steady third baseman, Evan Longoria. This guy has been so steady at third since the day he broke into the big leagues. You don't want to hit it his way, particularly when he's playing in Tampa. He just eats it up on that carpet.
Now at the plate, Andre Dawson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it is on 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. For the second time, it looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there, that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. And I think he's probably swinging here, too, 3-1.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
In now, Ernie Banks, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I'll tell you what, if you want to get a lead anytime in any ball game, this is the one. Game 1 in the series, take that early lead and put the pressure on the other club to have to react to you, not you reacting to them.
Full count, here it comes. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
That's a tremendous at-bat. Saw a bunch of pitches, saw basically everything he throws, and then got a base hit to right field. Can't write it any better.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Squared that one up just a little late. Working to escape the first inning jam. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper tank. 3-run home run down the line in right. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
In now, Ben Zobrist. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Wilson Contreras would be next. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1-1, here it comes. Fouled straight back. Working for the punch out and the offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Now, Fillmore's an interesting case. I call him one of those guys that calls the corners. A little wider, but up and down, he's not giving it much. If you just put a little square up there, that's him.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Home half of the first now from Citi Field. It's 3-0 Chicago. Welcome back to Daytime Baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Back here with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Set. Here's the 3-1. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Standing in now, Ernie Banks. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. No outs, nobody on. Grounded to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Grounded to first. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the upper deck, but foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Now here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in to try it again. Wilson Contreras, 0 for 1 here in the early going. 2 out with the man at first. Out of play.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Stanton, and that retires the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets nothing. Digging in, Gary Carter, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscled the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
In is Christian Yelich. A runner at second, nobody out. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Throw goes over to third, and he's safe.
Designated hitter, Justin Morneau.
Here's Justin Morneau. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Stepping into the box, Francisco Lindor. reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Curveball that time, not even close.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Before the payoff pitch, a look to first, but the runner's back easily. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-2 game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Full count, here it comes. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. One and one, here it is. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got a power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
Arrieta sets. Here it is on 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. This is line to left. Schwarber is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Cubs are on top, 5-2. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. But there to take a hit away is Longoria. Quick reactions at the hot corner for out number 1. Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Altuve at second. Scooped up. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Ready for another shot now. Ernie Banks. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Hector Neris is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Little dribbler back at him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Big Apple. It's the Cubs 6 and the Mets 2. Here's Justin Morneau. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Hot shot to third, right to Bryant. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready once again, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters coming to the plate right now because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. Lifted in the air to right field. Dawson's there, and that retires the side. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Through 5 innings, it's now 6-3. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Couple of walks for him thus far. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there. The 2-1 pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Yelich racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he'll make it into third base with a leadoff triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
In now, Wilson Contreras. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 6 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, designated hitter, Jason
Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. This is pulled into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Safe at the plate as they tack on one more to make it 7-3 now.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, John Jay. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 7-3. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
That's an impressive swing on a tough pitch. A sinker from a right-handed pitcher going into the right-handed batter, and he's able to get the bat head out and hit it from the left field. That was really cool.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Two and 1 now to Cespedes. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
A runner at first with no outs here. hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
First two hitters of the inning go back-to-back singles, and now they're first and third. This has the makings of a big inning.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Carl Edwards Jr. takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Carl Edwards Jr.
Into the box, Evan Longoria. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Knocks one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Oh, they're playing small ball this inning, Matt. Back-to-back singles.
Harry Carter.
Into the box now, Gary Carter. 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. And this will be fouled away.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there at the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Now another 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
The batter, center fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Justin Morneau. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing here by Morneau, but this ball is pulled well foul into the seats down the right side. This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Cubs 7 and the Mets 4. Ryan Butcher has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
43, Ryan Butcher.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Ben Zobrist. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. This is in the air out to right field. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are two away now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Designated hitter, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Here it comes on 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
In now is John Jay. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a liner. And no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball. And to score, the runner from second.
Well, that's a big hit. It's late in the game. That puts you up 4 runs. What happens late in the game now with a 4-run lead? A grand slam can't beat you if you happen to give one up. That's a big run.
Jerry Blevins trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Jerry Blevins.
Into the box, Andre Dawson. That tough sinker on the inside corner.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Cubs lead it 8-4. Pedro Strop, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Pedro Strop.
Into the box now, Gary Carter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ready with the 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Dawson going back. Gone to lead off the inning. solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker. Wade Davis
takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Wade Davis.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Striding into the box, Justin Morneau. And in the past against Wade Davis, comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that's a big hit. They run out of time, but they're clearly not going away without a fight. Now you're down 2. It gets interesting from here out.
Lindor.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And Travis will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 29, Devin Travis.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And this one will be out of play off to the left.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Swing and a miss. And that's a much-needed first out there.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. And in the past against Wade Davis, 9 base hits in 25 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Drilled to first. Rizzo is there. The second for one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close two-run victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Chicago win the opener here in the division series. Tom Seaver struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for this afternoon.